Vibes in 5. This is Ghana's only social media celeb talk show, Vibes in 5. My name Arnold Mensa Lavanyo, and like I say every now and then, if you want a platform that gives you results, if you're an artist, you're a brand, you want to extend yourself and you want a platform that gives results, you can't run away from Vibes in 5. We are kings of social media. Get on there and the video is everywhere, and we're still here to have a big interview. When I talk about big interview, you know I don't joke with my interviews. Big interview, and I'm talking about none other than Bisa Kdei. But before we talk to Bisa Kdei, quickly, let me remind you, my costume is made possible by Which One Clothing. You can locate him at Ablikuma Pentecost Junction. Call him on 050-1155-602. 050-1155-602 is the number to Which One Clothing. He will make sure you look fantastic. Be it a woman, be it a man, or even if you're a hermaphrodite. Which One Clothing will sort you out. Now, our question for the day. Which artist has been on Vibes in 5 twice? Which artist? Name them. If it's one person, name him. If there are two people, just put the names down there and I'll give you something from Which One Clothing. Nice costume from Which One Clothing. Free of charge. All you have to do is get on there, watch the interview, put the answer right beneath or at the comment section. Answer it right. First person gets the prize. Vibes in 5.
Splash, splash, splash. MMA. Samo pentadia. Eni dahona ne buofo atodia. Eni na baby ba kope ena me kamfo amamo. Splash collection. Yako US ni UK. Akofa design antadie bi te say jeans trousers, jeans tops, t-shirts, shirts, Lacoste, any designer suits ahudo bebre. Yasanso o mema mpaboa, ebedi Adidas, Nike, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Air Force, any ahodo. Yasanso o mema belts, ebini Diesel, Louis Vuitton, GH, yawa mema chain, any bracelets, yawa perfume, any watches, any baseball caps. Sa wo pesa wo fa wo ho, na wo si krom ne ehwe mienu dia. Ene na me confirm am say, wo bekwa yaso ye a ewo Sankara last stop station, anase Tesano, ye ne Ghana Telecom ne din hwe ni mu. Ala Jonso, wo behu ye Polo Park. Ye ye adwuma fiti juada ekosi memne da. Anopa nonson ekosi anwumre nonkron. Fra ye wa homa trufo yi so 0243 707555. Splash collection. Be the man.
Vibes in 5. So now, let's zoom into the conversation with Bisa Kdei. Abi.
Cool, no.
Hey, chucky like a boss, man. Anyway, 2017. How has it been for you so far?
We've been working. I mean, I've been working. I've been touring, doing some stuff, trying to please my fans here and there.
Wow.
It's been good so far. I mean,
it's been good so far. Were you at the VGMs?
I was, but I had an engagement, so I had to quickly move from there and sort things out. But the whole team were there.
Okay, so you left, but the team was still there.
Yeah,
wow.
They were.
Did you win anything on the night?
No, I didn't. I had 2 nominations,
okay. Including High Life Artist of the Year.
High Life Artist, High Life Song of the Year. Yeah.
You didn't win any of them.
I didn't win anything. But it was cool. I mean, it's an award scheme and it's like a game that we play each and every year. You know, everybody works, everybody tries their best to put in hard work. But at the end of the day, somebody has to take the award home. So yeah. And
this time it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. It was Kofi Kinata, and I'm happy for him.
We've realized that you spend more time outside Ghana than here, and you spend more time performing outside than in here. Do you have any special reason for that?
Well, it's not. Last year, I decided to devote all my time to my fans outside Ghana, because I mean they've been craving for me for long. So I had to move with my whole team to the outside world of our music.
So you move with the whole team?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I move with the whole team. Wow. Yeah.
So which countries did you tour?
I've been to the States, the US. Yeah, I've been to so many states in the US. I went to UK. I went to so many cities. I was in Europe. Yeah, but I'm going to do that again this year.
This year you are still touching your fans outside?
No, but we are going to be having concerts here. Okay. That's a Connect concert. Okay. We're going to start from Kumasi, you know, and parts of Ghana before we get to Accra. Yeah,
Okay. So you start from the back down to Accra.
Yes, yes. Because you know my market, you know, I have the mass market, and the songs, you know, my songs that I do appeal like to them, so
To the masses.
to the masses. So I need to make them happy. Yeah, so that's I'm doing something out of the ordinary instead of doing
The ordinary.
the ordinary. Yes.
We're going to be talking a bit more about Connect, but I still want us to base on your shows outside.
Yeah, outside.
How is reception like?
Crazy. You should see the videos. You should see the videos. Sometimes the videos that I put on my pages. Yeah, you should see the way they respond to all my songs. You know, sometimes I get emotional when I'm on stage because I don't expect to see that from people, especially people from outside Ghana. Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy. The reception is sick.
Wow.
Yeah.
And have you ever had a flopped show outside?
No, not that I know of. Not that I know of at all. Every show that I have done is packed. Yeah, so far so good.
Which one of them can you single out to say that, okay, this particular one was a bomb?
Bomb as in
was huge.
as in was huge.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say Toronto and London.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Sort of, yeah, has the same crowd. Yeah, it was crazy. I'm in Toronto. I've been in Toronto. I was in Toronto last 2 years. 2 years ago, it was crazy. People couldn't get in, and this year it was the same. I was in London last year as well. It was the same thing. People couldn't get in.
People
you know.
couldn't get in.
Yeah, and it made some people went so mad that they had to come to my page to write all sort of things. But I don't blame them. I was supposed to. I didn't know that was what was like. That was what's going to happen. So yeah, the next time I went to London, it was huge. We had a big venue and people came. They came in their numbers. It was crazy.
Wow. So can you tell us the number of hit songs you have to your credit?
Number of hit songs. I have a lot. I actually have a lot of hit songs. I can't count.
You can't count.
Because I'll leave some out if I'm to start mentioning the hits.
The hits that you have.
Yeah, but to mention a few, I have hits like J, Life, Mansa, Brother, Odo Carpenter, Metamfo, Azunto Ghost, etc.
Let's talk about Life, which you featured, Patoranking, yeah?
Yeah, Patoranking.
How did that joint come about?
I mean, it all started when the connecting thing came up. Okay. You know, what I'm trying to do now is that, okay, so let me start from here. It's been, ever since I came in the mainstream, I haven't been able to, that's what I tell myself all the time. I haven't been able to really connect with my fans. So I started a Connect movement to really, to be able to really connect with them. And as part of that, I'm putting up an album called The Connect.
The Connect album.
Yes, and what I'm also trying to do is that I'm trying to connect with artists across Africa. So Patoranking happens to be one of the artists that
Connecting to.
Yeah, I'm connecting to. I'll be featuring artists from Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Conakry, Cameroon. I have Zambia, and the rest.
All those places.
I was in Kumasi recently, and trust me, I didn't know Life was a big hit in Kumasi like that.
It's big.
Until it's too big, way too big. I started the song and it was crazy. Like I didn't even know how I wanted to react.
And is it the same outside Ghana with the same reception?
It was actually very big outside Ghana before it became big here. It became a hit here.
The way life has received, massive reception in Kumasi, is it the same outside?
It is. I mean, actually, it started, like, the hit started from outside Ghana before it came to Ghana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very crazy, trust me.
Once you have Patoranking on, one would want to believe that it's also big in Nigeria. Have you been there?
It is big in Nigeria. Right now, Mansa, brother J. I mean, a couple of my songs, Life is really huge. Nigerians have been, I mean, very supportive. The radio stations, the media have been very supportive to my brand. Yeah, they have. I mean, as I'm talking to you now, they've started calling me for gigs.
For gigs?
Yeah.
In Nigeria?
In Nigeria. Yeah, wow. So we're about to break into,
so
a new market, which is very good.
Yeah. Excellent. But how was it like working with Patoranking? Do you find him interesting?
He's very Patoranking is very interesting, and like Life happens to be one of his favorite songs. I mean, it was like before. After I sent the song to him, he told me that this is his jam, and he just jumped on it, and it was crazy. Yeah.
And getting him to feature in the video and all. Did you have to pay, or did he have to pay you for anything?
No, he didn't charge me for anything.
It was connect.
Yeah.
Damn, the connect.
He was also trying to connect with me. Yeah.
Now, still on the connect, you have a new banger which you just released a few days ago. You and Ricardo Banks.
Me and Ricardo Banks. Yeah.
How did that one also come about?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same connect thing. I mean, it's not. I haven't had any difficulties trying to connect with other artists because I think they listen to me and they already know the brand. Yeah. So when I go to them, they know. Yeah, that's
the Maven's recording side. So 2 from Nigeria already gone.
Yeah. And the next one is not going to be in Nigeria.
Where is it going to be?
Nigeria.
Where is it going to be?
Somewhere else.
Somewhere
else, but it is all part of the album that. I mean,
that's the Connect album.
Yeah, the Connect album. So yeah.
How close are we to getting the album out on the market?
I haven't set a date yet. Because I want to pile up every song that I'm supposed to. So very soon I'll put the dates out. Okay. I mean, yeah, for my fans and the whole of Ghana, the whole world to know.
How many songs are we looking at?
We're looking at 12 songs.
12 songs.
On the album.
And that will be your second, third, or fourth album?
That's going to be my third album.
Okay.
And, right, that the album itself is going to be a live. How do we call it?
Live production?
Yeah, live production. Yeah.
The whole album?
Yes, the whole album. So this is just like Obi Bessie skirmishes.
So we already have Ricardo Banks on the album.
Yeah.
We have Patoranking on the album. Now let's come down to Ghana. Who else do we have on it?
Well, if I'm not done with my work, I don't want to, talk about it or promise anybody anything. So,
but just a little. Who do we have in Ghana?
Let's just keep our fingers crossed. But for the meantime, you have me on the album. So
okay, that's big enough.
Yeah.
All right, we've done Europe. Let's come down to Africa and talk about countries that you've performed in Africa and what the reception to the Bisa Kdei brand was. Let's start from somewhere.
Okay. So my first trip was to Togo.
Okay.
Togo was yeah.
Like for real?
Yeah, Togo was amazing. Then I graduated from Togo to I think I went to, is it Cote d'Ivoire or Gabon? I went to Gabon. Okay. I went to Gabon. The reception was mad, trust me. Yeah, it was mad. I didn't even know they loved me that much until I got there. Then I realized how far music can travel, Yeah, and then after that, we went to, we've been to so many places.
So many African places,
yeah. I've been to Liberia. Liberia was crazy. I mean, they're saying my show was the best crowd they've had so far.
In Liberia?
In Liberia. At the Liberia Stadium, they came out, and you should see how the whole town came out to welcome me when I got to Liberia. At the airport, it was it was like something else.
Wow.
Yeah. I put some videos out there.
So Togo, Cote d'Ivoire. You know, I read.
I'm about to, we are preparing to go to Cote d'Ivoire now for the Famois concert. Yeah, we're representing in Cote d'Ivoire. We're representing Ghana. Yeah.
Does the president have a hand in it?
Yeah, of course, he does. Yeah.
Well, presidential job.
I mean, we went to Equatorial Guinea in December. It was the president that invited us because they love my songs, especially Mansa. Mansa is very huge. Wow. in Equatorial Guinea and Cote d'Ivoire. Mansa, brother, J Metamfo, way back then when I released Metamfo, it was so huge there that everybody wanted to see Bisa Kdei. So sometimes you have to spread your wings, and do a lot.
So would you say the Bisa Kdei brand has now fully established itself?
Not yet. I'm still working towards it because I haven't gotten to where I want to get to yet.
Where do you want to get to?
I want to get to I mean, it's that I'm not done yet. Yeah. I'm still going.
But you want to get very far?
I want to. No, it has to be endless. Yeah.
You just won't go,
I just want to go till.
Wow. Now that music has has started bearing fruit for you, are you investing in other businesses?
I'm a businessman.
Yo, what business you do?
Well, I can't talk about my business, but
no, but I mean, it's business for the people.
I like business. I like to do business. I think every human or every man, because I mean, you say yeah. Yeah, so every man you have to do business, and I know where I'm coming from, and I don't want to go back there, So you have to work hard. You have to work hard.
But are you into buying and selling?
Well, I can say yes. You can say that too, and it's
into cars.
It's part of the business.
Are you selling cars?
I can talk about it.
Looking back some years ago, when you compare that life to what you have now, what's the difference?
There's a huge difference between. I mean, with every human, I'd say that your past is your past. Yeah, and once you're propelling in life, you have to see a huge difference. A difference. If you don't see any difference in your life, then it means you're not progressing at all. You understand? You're stuck at a particular place that you don't want to be at. So I mean, I've seen a huge difference in my life, even with how I am as a back then, yeah. Who can't be no, Yeah. Yeah. So it's been good so far. I think I want to say a big thank you to God for that. He's the one who's put me on this platter. He's the one who's trying to push me to
where you are.
To a lofty height where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, and he's still pushing me.
And he will still continue to push you.
And he will still continue.
Which song would you say really put you out there?
Azonto Ghost.
Azonto Ghost.
Yeah.
Like you give credit to that song any day.
Any day, anytime. As a fact, and it's obvious. Everybody knew that. Azonto Ghost made Bisa Kdei who he is. Yeah, and I want to say a big shout out to AA Productions. Okay. Yeah, he was the one who made this possible. Yes. Azonto Ghost.
When you are in the studio and you're putting out a record, do you know right even before the song gets out that this is a hit song?
Come again with the question.
Like when you are in the studio preparing a song and you're done, before you even release the song, are you able to tell that this song is a hit song?
I mean, you can't really tell between a hit song and a song that is not going to hit. All that comes through your mind or goes through your mind is that you're making a song. I mean, you make a song because you want it to hit. Yeah. You understand? You want people, you want your voice to be heard across. That's why you create the song. So for me, for instance, if I'm working, if I'm in the studio working, I picture myself in front of a huge crowd. I picture my song, I mean, being played across everywhere, like everywhere, everybody listening to my songs. I mean, that's what I put in my head before, you know, I
Before
complete the
you
song.
complete the song.
Yeah.
What incident in your life can you describe to us that, you know, was really, really phenomenal?
Well, I can't talk about life stories, but that's
Like one incident that you like to share with the viewers that, okay, this thing happened to me, and till today
well,
I can't forget
I'm
it.
as a human being, things happen to us. A lot happened to me. A lot has happened to me. But no matter how big mine was, somebody else's
bigger.
is bigger. So I sometimes I don't like to talk about it. You know,
Things do
yeah.
happen to you.
Things happen to me. Things happen to. I went through a lot before getting to this stage. So sometimes, with this thing, this whole stardom thing that is happening to me right now, I think it's a blessing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
Because of the hassle you went through.
Yes.
Have you ever locked yourself up in the room, or have you ever felt like giving up?
I mean, at some point, I felt like I should do something else, you know. But because of the passion, like music-wise, but because of the passion that I had for the job, you know, that was when I wasn't a sound engineer. Yeah, I had to go and, you know, study how to make beats, you know, to be able to propel more in my music career. So that's another factor. That's another thing that kept me going. It was a good thing that I did that, you know. Yeah, it was.
A time came that people criticized you a lot because of your stage performances. When that time, you know, came, all the criticisms, did you take them in good faith? Did it hit you hard?
You see, the thing is that sometimes, assuming assuming your, or maybe your crew, one of your members, like the members on your team,
Yeah.
has done something bad before,
Yeah.
or maybe they haven't, but you're trying to paint the person black in front of people. Maybe maybe you come to my house and you tell me that one of your crew members, the one in red, is is been snatching phones, or
Yeah.
he's an armed robber.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The moment you tell me that, I put it in my head. It's perception.
Yeah.
So the next moment I see him coming close to my phone,
You already alert.
maybe he's not like that.
Yeah.
You see, it's perception. That is, you see, that is how we think as human beings. But sometimes I always want people to understand that it is perception. Somebody put that thing out there, you know, and it raised a whole lot.
Okay.
So now, idea may be a uncle for
I said,
You understand?
Chroma.
Exactly. Whatever you do, and the thing is that you can't please anyone. And ask yourself why I'm always, you know, on shows.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Ask if people are not enjoying what I'm doing, why are they calling me for
Why are they
shows?
always putting you on shows?
Exactly.
So are you by this saying you've never been a bad performer?
It depends on what you call a bad performer. Now, okay, fine. You say that I'm a bad performer, and then I ask you what I am doing that you think is bad, because I want to see what I do that is bad to be able to change it.
To change it.
Now, if I ask you and you don't give me any tangible reason why you're saying my performance is bad, then what are you? I mean,
What are you
trying to
saying
get?
anyway?
Yeah, what are you trying to get at? You know, I've asked these questions so many times, and people don't give me, I mean, the answer that I want to.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
because so if I ask you right now that what do you see about my performance, would you say?
You won't corner me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
Well, yeah, I get you.
That's the thing. If you're able to tell me my flaws, then I can work on it. But you say that my performance is not good, and then yet I ask you what is wrong with my performance, and you're able to tell me, then it means you don't know what you're talking about. You're just trying to paint me black in the eyes of my fans.
Yes.
And everybody.
And when that happens, I mean, you know, our industry is a perception industry. What people think of you and what people hold of you is how they see you.
Exactly.
So people have succeeded in painting the picture that, okay, Bisa is a bad performer on stage. How have you tried to clear that perception?
I mean, no matter how you try, how hard you try, you can change what people think. If people love you, they love you. You understand? If they don't, they don't. And I can't force people to love me. You understand? True. Yeah, all I can do is that I can pray that they have change of mindset. Yeah, like the way we think, we can change the way we think, you know, so that we can have a better industry, you know. Yeah, because me personally, I think that if somebody loves you, they talk about you. So sometimes when people talk about me, I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot because it puts me in the right place. It puts me where
puts you in check.
Exactly, you know. But then when you talk about it and you start to say it too much, then it becomes a problem. You understand? Wow. Yes.
Have you ever heard any ridiculous news about you?
All the time, every day, all day, every day.
Which was the recent one?
Well, I don't want to talk about it, but every day, something about Bisa Kdei has to pop up. I don't. Sometimes I don't.
You get bothered. You get bothered. Like one happened recently. I mean, we have agreed not to talk about it, but one happened recently, and people thought you would come out to be all, you know, try to deny, try to hit hard at it, but you took it easy.
Sometimes it's part of the work. It's part of the work. I mean, once you put yourself in this situation, in this position, you should expect things like this. You understand, to happen. So when it comes to you
believe the brand has gotten so big that people want to eat from the brand.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's part of the work. You don't expect to be popular and expect people to like stay mute.
Okay.
No, people have to talk. If they don't talk about you, then you're nobody. So these things
So how do you deal with them, especially the recent one?
I would say that it's part of the work. I mean,
how do you deal with them?
I don't, you know, if there are situations that you have to deal with, if you have to, and there are others that you just have to stay mute, you know. So things like this doesn't tickle me at all.
Even when you know if the person continues, it could dent your brand?
It doesn't tickle me because I know people know that that's not the kind of person I am. You understand? So, I mean, I'm not saying I am 100% holy. Yeah. You understand? I am not holy. I'm trying to be. You understand? Because I'm human. But the thing is that me a bajuniba. Yeah. I think about things before I do.
Before you do.
I think before I act. So I won't just get up and do things that I know would affect my brand. You understand? Yeah.
And when things like this happen, do you become extra careful in dealing with people, especially women?
I am always extra careful when it comes to dealing with people. So that's why I always try to stay in my zone, my circle.
Why do you believe so much in high life?
High life is important to me because I feel that as a music, I feel like it's the music of our origin. Yeah, and I think every artist has to, you know, as an artist, you have to portray, you know, our culture, what we have to others, for them to know that when it comes to, you know, music, we are rich. when it comes to gold and the others, we are rich as well. So that's why I do high life. And me myself, I grew up with high life music. I grew up listening to high life music. Yeah, so it has been part of me since, and so I just chose to.
You just chose to do high life. And has the journey been smooth for you?
Very smooth. I mean, it wasn't smooth, but to me, I take it as a smooth journey because, like I said earlier on, some things are just part of the work, so you just have to embrace it. Yes, so it is still going smooth because I mean, creating songs, I know what I want, so yeah, I just go to my table and do
what you have
my lab and do what I'm supposed to do.
What's the smallest crowd you've ever had?
The smallest crowd was when I had to perform for 4 people.
4?
Yeah, 4 people.
Yeah, a finger full of people, not a handful of.
Yeah, 4 people, and but
you still performed.
That was the most. I mean, the best. I would say the best show ever, because it was very intimate, and I had to see.
That was like the connect.
Yeah, I had to see all their faces. You know, I had to see the expression on their faces. It was good. It was really good.
I'm sure that's where you started your connect idea from. You connect.
Yeah, it was really good. But it was something intimate though. Wow. It was, yeah.
So do you think that artists who refuse to perform, you know, on stages where they don't have crowd are not getting it right?
I think you, as an artist, you should do anything as far as music is concerned, because where there are 1 or 2, I mean, and they love you, you have to give them your best. Yes. So it is a very good thing to you know, go all angles.
All angles. Whether there are people there or not, you have to perform.
You have to.
Wow.
Sometimes it's heartbreaking and it'll bring your spirits down, but you have to, you know, do it. You just have to do it.
Have you ever had any emotional time on stage where perhaps you cried, or you know
yeah, like a couple of times, especially being in a country where you think people don't know you, and then they end up chanting your name. Wow. You know, hailing at you, and it's crazy. Like when I went to Liberia, when I went on stage and started performing, I didn't get anywhere, and then they started chanting my name, like Bisa, Bisa, Bisa.
Wow.
Yeah, you know,
man.
I felt so, I mean, touched. Yeah, at some point I wanted to even cry, you know. Yeah, because it's been a long way coming. I mean, I went to the States too. I went to Philadelphia, New York City. It was the same.
It was the same thing.
It was the same feeling, you know. They had to chant my name. I remember some years back we had a show at Chibi, and as I was performing, they felt the performance so much that they had to start screaming my name, and the people turned. I mean, the
music down.
No, the lights. The lights were off, and then I was on the stage, and then they were just screaming my name, and it was amazing, you know.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Final question before we go: when are you getting married?
Very soon. Very soon.
Very soon. Is there a lady?
I'm just waiting for my lady to come. I'm just waiting for my God sent
lady to come.
Wife.
Today I've decided not to talk about certain things, so we'll keep it clean.
I'm a clean guy.
Clean guy. Final words to your fans, and what's up for you next?
Well, with what's up for me, like I said earlier, I'm still connecting. I am piling up the album, so very soon it's gonna come. I'll be shooting the video with Ricardo Banks soon.
Okay.
I have other connections
to make.
I have a lot of things on the pipeline. In the pipeline, we are working. I mean, my team is trying so hard to put things in place for the band to be able to propel to get to the stage we want to. So
there's still things happening.
Things are still happening. Yeah, we're still in the game.
Wow. We're still in the game.
But
That's it.
I want to say a big thank you to all my fans too. They keep supporting me each and every day. They don't care what people say about Bisa Kdei. You know, whenever there's a bad news, they come to me first, and I like that about my fans. They come to me because they know it is not true. They come to me, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
to do this one. Oh. Let's do it.
Which one?
Let's do it. The woman who said you had gone to sleep with somebody's wife.
Well, on one asema,
Is it true or not?
where I asked her to release my sex tape. If she's saying she has my sex tape, you know, you don't say things that you don't know of, you know, just to tarnish somebody's image. It is not right. And as a woman, I said this, that as a woman, you're not supposed to do that. You're a grown woman. You're not supposed to do that.
Do you
thing.
know her?
I don't know her. I don't know her at all. You're not supposed to. You're just doing something to tarnish somebody's image and then come back to say that you were just joking with it. It's somebody's brand that is at stake. So things like this we don't do. But at the end of the day, I'm human. We are all human. We are meant to, you know, forgive and forget things that happen to us, you know.
So have you forgiven her?
Of course, why not? I'm human.
Wow. Nice. On that note, I think we're gonna wrap up. All right, the big question still is, who has been on Vibes in 5 twice? Which artist has been on Vibes in 5 twice? Get the answer right. Put it on the comment box, and the first person to answer it right, you get something from Which One Clothing. I've been hanging out with Bisa Kdei in his residence. The soldiers around there. You have no idea, but we're still killing it anyways. Till next week. This has been Ghana's only social media celeb talk show, Vibes in 5. Another big interview is dropping next week. You might want to watch out for that. My name, Arnold Mensalavanya. You can always call me. You see me?